turn off to the campsite for tonight. Just in time. It's actually started raining, so it's going to make setting up a bit fun. So we found our campsite on the top of the ridge. Then Tim goes, you know what, I found a better spot. So, I think he's right. This spot is pretty good, isn't it? Look at this.
There's a camper.
Where's that camper?
Downstairs.
Should we go set it up?
Yeah.
Let's get it ready. And then we can watch the lightning because the storms are coming. So last night we were camping in amongst the sand dunes at the beach. Tonight we're camping on the side of a hill. I didn't even know that the Nullarbor Plains or the Eyre Peninsula Highway, Eyre Highway, actually had like this ridge line. So that was kind of unexpected. It's like it went for the last sort of 50 k's, the road was following it, and now we're camped up on the top of it. So this one is Mandura, the township is just down there, and I think the township consists of just like I think it's a Shell petrol station perhaps. There doesn't seem to be that much, but we're camped possibly around about 50 meters or so from the main highway, so expecting a lot of traffic noise, but it's a pretty cool spot, so it is what it is. There are some spots a little bit further back, so you won't get much of the traffic, and honestly at the moment you haven't really heard much at all. It's quite breezy, so that keeps a lot of the sound of the roads down. But what an amazing spot. I just can't believe how many different spots you can get, like beach, bush, all sorts. We're pretty lucky here in Australia to have such a wide variety, and I think we're just getting started. So coffees, eggs, bean and avocado, check that out. And
good morning.
With a view. Alright, what do you reckon? Time to pack up and get going?
Let's continue. Right, time to go, and we are still heading west.
Yeah, again. Oh, this is familiar.
Yes, more fuel.
So today's journey, we've got around about 250 k's until we get to Balladonia, which is our next planned campsite. Only because it seems to be about halfway between here and Norseman. Oh, sign says, there you go, 530 k's to Norseman. More road.
Really quite impressed how many campsites there's been on this highway.
They're everywhere.
They are. You don't have to drive too far, and you just basically pull off the side of the road and you'll find a campsite. It's just so easy to go driving on this road and find somewhere to camp.
I reckon thanks to Wiki Camps and all those other apps out there, you can also work out what are the better ones and what are not. I mean, some of the reviews are questionable, but it depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, and if you've got plenty of time, why not just go the extra mile and just find one that's a little bit nicer? Because
Like the one with the view.
Like the one with the view that we stayed at last night. How unexpected was that?
I thought the Nullarbor was flat.
Yeah, and there we are on this campsite that's up on the top of a mountain, basically, looking down over the plains. That was such a great view for over the Nullarbor.
I wonder what we're going to go find tonight.
Yeah, well, let's
It's going to be another surprise.
Yeah, let's see if it's going to beat that one.
Now, I got to show you guys something. So a question that gets asked often is, how do you afford to travel? And probably our biggest thing is we try and save money wherever possible. Also just because of convenience, really. So every morning I always make the kids lunches. I pack a lunchbox like this one's Alex's. He likes his beige diet. Yep, it's the autistic side coming out, I guess, and also probably that kitty getting a bit picky with foods, but anyway, it's working. Today I've actually done pancakes, wraps and the good old wheat bix because that's a bit of a favourite, and coffee for mum and dad because, well,
we need it.
Does that need to be explained? So there we go. Always try and pack your lunch. I've also packed some food for Tim and myself. It's in the car fridge at the moment, so we can just grab it whenever. So there we go, saving some money. Making your lunchbox today? What have we got? Ooh. Yummy, yummy. Now I've got a question for everyone who's currently travelling, and this is something that I really don't know how to get my head around, and that is, what do you do about this? As the passenger, or aka snack deliverer to kids and stopper of fights, I'm sitting here and I end up with a pantry down by my feet. What do I do? How do I best organise it? So I've got my esky pack with an ice cubey thing that I can put kids' lunchboxes in, lots of snacks, spare snacks, more snacks, and drink bottles, and my shoes. What do you do? How do you organise it? Because I hate stuff down by my feet, and clearly that is what's happening at the moment. So any suggestions, comments, please, I'd love to hear them. It's raining.
Raining along the Nullarbor.
Mid-December. Supposed? No, it's not. It's January. What am I talking about?
100 k's to Balladonia.
Oh, we're getting closer to our campsite for the night. Did not expect it to rain, but there you go. And it's windy. It's actually a bit cold.
They actually do get rain along the Nullarbor, and a lot of it by the looks.
Well, it's actually quite green, and you can see puddles. Like as you go, there's puddles everywhere. The kids are just playing in the puddles. So, been a whole bunch of surprises. Again.
Off you again.
We made it! So today we ended up actually going an extra 70 k's down the road than we thought we did. So we've done 70 k's bonus.
70 k's down further? Oh, what a pity.
I tell you what, it was definitely, kids were going nuts those last couple of kilometres. About 200 to 300 k's actually.
The kids were going nuts.
Well, it goes hand in hand. I reckon about the 200k mark seems to be the best. Anything further than that, it's just full on over. But I'm going to set this thing up. Going to sit down, love to say I'm going to relax, but that's just not going to happen. So I'm going to set this up and probably make some dinner.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, so we are now on the last stretch of the Nullarbor to Norseman. So we've got about 190 k's to get into Norseman from where we stayed last night. And there's something looking a little bit different about this picture this morning. Yep, Margie's driving. So we're going to see how we go with the little ones in the back with Margie driving. Did cause a few little issues this morning, but we've sort of gotten over that. So let's see how we go down to Norseman. And once again, the scenery sort of changed a fair bit. So we've got a lot more trees now in this area, and it's probably not at all what you'd expect out of the Nullarbor, but it's quite different. So it's good to see all these different scenery around the place. It's not just plain, boring, treeless plains as probably a lot of people would think it would be. So this travel has actually been quite interesting across the Nullarbor. Yeah, let's continue into Norseman and see what that town looks like.
Let's go.
We made it!
We did the whole Nullarbor.
Got through the Nullarbor unscathed.
I think it's time. We made it,
We
Alex.
made it, Alex!
Let's go find our campsite, set up and relax.
Exactly. And let's have a look and see what Norseman's got to offer.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to go and just chill out now for a while.
Maybe sit down and have a beer.
I think so. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya!